Yeah, hi, my name is Tobias Thorleifsson, also known as Toby, and I'm 28 years old from Norway, and I was born and raised in Oslo. I have experience in the Arctic and in Antarctica, which is the sort of trip or travel part of it. When it comes to the idea, it's been a growing process for over the last 10 years. And I've been environmentally concerned for a long period of time. But it's over the last 3 years that I've gotten involved in especially the climate. It's been a process and accumulated into this now. For me personally, it's important because we've known about these islands for about 110 years. And in that same time frame, we have changed these islands drastically. So I think it's important to go and document that the changes that happened there since the great explorers were there about 110 years ago, and to show to everyone that most people never get to go there, but the life that we live every single day is harming these places. And so I think it's important to be a witness and to tell people about what we see. But I think what we're doing is sort of marking the beginning of this perhaps greater expedition, and that is to find out and to inspire people to actually find solutions and find ways to actually survive on this planet. And I think that's partly what we're part of, is that expedition. In the future, I'm looking. I've been an historian for a while now, and I'm looking to get involved in the political side, actually the decision-making process of making things happen, and I think this will give me a good foundation to move on to that type of work afterwards. Yeah. The fact that we're privileged enough to experience these places and be the witness that provides us with an extraordinary responsibility to tell others, and through education, that's the best way. And I think it's really important that, because in 20 years these places might look entirely different, that we can educate people now about these places, and to lay through education a foundation for real action. Yeah, absolutely. The key is to start doing, right? I think 2006 and 2007 were the years that's going to mark the difference between discussing whether this is happening to actually start doing something. Right? And I think Will Steger, in that sense, is very inspirational, because he is doing. Because there's a lot of this and very little doing. And I think if we, by going, can inspire people to change their sort of daily pattern, just make these small changes that are necessary, then that would be very good. Yeah.
Why?
Well, I think because it is the most important issue. So, I mean, it's actually, we're in a crisis right now, and every single day we're all taking part in destroying the foundation of our existence, and that's how serious it is. But I guess sometimes it's hard to, because global warming is not one of those, it's not a short storm that happens and has extraordinary consequences over a day or two. It's just slowly progressing. So I guess it's important to sort of explain that, this is as serious as anything, but although it's happening slowly, it's now. I'm actually most looking forward to be honest with you, is the work with dogs. Yeah, because I really appreciate that way of moving around in Arctic regions. And it's also, I can tell you what I'm not looking forward to is to come to the places where the ice shelves are now gone. Because, although we're trying sort of positively to get people to act and to stay positive and to sort of, because we can actually change this around. it's going to be pretty tough to see these places that have been so altered by us in such a few years. Yeah. A role to take away from it. I think one thing which is that we're an international group of people that are doing this together, and I think that what I hope is to prove that, you know, for an international group to come together and do this together, it sends a signal about cooperation, and that, you know, because this is a global issue, and I think if we can foster international cooperation and to sort of speed up international political processes by showing that under these conditions that we did then pull through this together. That's what I hope to. I hope that would be the end result of it. Yeah. Most of us don't live in areas where we can see direct and drastic results of global warming yet. So it's hard to get that emotional connection to the issue. I mean, when you get that emotion, when you see these things, it is a very, very emotional experience, and it quickly becomes a moral issue to you. So I think that it's tough to get it through because we still don't see the consequences every day, and then it's hard to build empathy, really. But I believe in just staying, you know, sort of getting this information out and working with this generation that really is going to inherit this problem and is going to have to deal with it. And I think, you know, over the last 2 years, we're starting to see, you know, that this is actually coming out and is starting to you're starting to see action, and I think you're going to see more of it. And I hope this is going to contribute to get this rolling even faster. Because I do think that we are now getting some more information out and that people are getting access to it. And I really do believe that people will start to act now. And I think we are starting to see that that's happening.